Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today I will be building this M1A1 Abrams model in scale 1 to 35. I'm planning to make some changes to the original design, so stick around to see the end result. The first step of the process is to take out the sprues and get familiar with the instructions. The next step is to wash the sprues using water and a mild detergent in order to remove any residual contamination from the manufacturing process. The glue and the paint work better with clean model bits. The next step is to cut the bits, preferably by using a precision cutter. Make sure that your hands and tools are clean, otherwise the previous step was for nothing. As always, use protection and be careful with sharp tools and hazardous materials. Do not cut all bits at once, as they may get lost or you may get confused about which bit goes where. Sometimes it is necessary to use a blade or a file to remove some excessive plastic from the bits. Using an appropriate model glue is also important, as different glues have different properties and are thus suitable for different materials. I have now assembled most, but not all of the model pieces. I can't assemble everything just yet, because that would make painting the model excessively difficult. Most of the time I enjoy metal bits on models, and today is no exception, but it was a bit challenging to attach the chain to the mine plow. I ended up using wire of my own and a set of jewelry making tools to make tiny metal rings and attach the chain ends to the model. You can also see here that I have made some changes to the original model design. I want the mine plow to be removable, which is why I have drilled two 3mm magnets into the mine plow and two corresponding 3mm magnets on the front of the tank. When installing magnets, it is very important to keep the magnet polarity in mind. If you install the magnets incorrectly, they will repel the bits instead of securing them in place. As far as the turret is concerned, I made some changes there as well. The model instructions say to heat up a piece of plastic from the sprue and stretch it out while it's still hot. This technique has never worked well for me, which is why I used two metal beading needles instead. Beading needles are sturdy yet flexible, and they come at a decent length for models. Using a good quality primer is important, so that the primer would stick well to the model and so that the paint would stick well to the primer. I have already applied masking tape where necessary, and for the wheels, in my experience, they are best off on skewers. Now that the primer is dry, it is time to paint the model. I'm using an airbrush to cover most of the model with paint and a normal brush afterwards to paint the details. Alright, time to peel off the masking tape. And here are the painted model parts. As previously mentioned, I had to paint them separately, otherwise I would be making this whole project unnecessarily more difficult. As far as the plow is concerned, I use this tiger tail wire instead of the copper wire included in the kit, because I like its look better. I used the hand drill to make the holes where the wire needed to be attached. If you want to see how I painted the camouflage on the soldiers, please feel free to see my other video where I show how I paint multicam. Time to stick the decals now. And now it's time to finally put everything together. I decided to add some extra components to the tank from a separate kit of the same manufacturer. I'll even switch some components like this ammo box, because the ammo box from the other kit has more details. The glue that I normally use for models does not work very well on paint, which is why I am now using a different glue for attaching the painted bits to each other. One thing that I find strange about this kit is that there is a plastic part missing and the instructions explain how to make it, but I don't see why it wasn't included in the first place, especially since there are a few parts that the instructions indicate as not used. Other than that, I'm quite pleased with this kit, and now it's time to reveal the final result. So this was all for today. I hope that you have enjoyed the video. Please consider giving it a thumbs up if you did. And if you like this type of content, please support me on Patreon. I post early and exclusive content there. Subscribe to the channel so that you may be informed when a new video becomes available. As always, thank you for watching.